Finally, it's the night of your big game. You've trained and practiced for months. And now everyone, your coach, your team, your audience, everyone's watching you. All eyes are on you. Your heart starts racing like a Ferrari. And you can't stop thinking, what if I've missed? They'll all laugh at me, isn't it? When a whole stadium comes to watch you play, it's easy to feel like a single game can make or break your reputation. One single split-second reflex decides everything. When you think like that, guess what happens? Your focus is on the heartbeat, on their expectations, on the misses rather than the catches. And if that happens, chances are you won't bring your A game into the competition. In this podcast, we will understand why and how. You're not alone. And I'll show you 3 mantras that you can personalize and make your own to master this performance anxiety. Performance anxiety? Did I just say performance anxiety? Oops. Yes and no. Anxiety before any performance is called performance anxiety. You naughty little mind? So without further ado, let's figure out what it takes to rule the roost and get some confidence boost. Before becoming a civil rights leader, Mahatma Gandhi, the father of the nation, he struggled with public speaking for years. The singer Barbara Streisand, she experienced severe nervousness at the peak of her career. Stage fright is performance anxiety related to performing on stage and can be experienced by actors, musicians, dancers, speakers, or any stage performers. Stage fright, athletic performance anxiety, test-taking anxiety, and interview anxiety are just everyday examples of performance anxiety. Having said that, it does not in the remotest way indicate a lack of talent. But why are you nervous? Big games often yield big rewards. A final match could win you a medal, prize money, even a scholarship. And this big reward can create a lot of pressure. Maybe your hands start shaking when you're holding the badminton racket, or your foot starts to twitch when you need it to stand still. What happened to that hand suddenly starts trembling? Your voice, suddenly you're stammering. Well, it's because you're serious. It's because you're sincere about it. That's why you're nervous, isn't it? If you've messed up in the past, those mistakes could loom large in your head. And you might feel obligated. You want to redeem yourself with a better performance this time round. So let's dive straight into the mantra. From my personal experiences, I will help you overcome this nervousness before a big event, something I'd like to call performance anxiety. They say 1 in 4 individuals report feeling anxious about anything, about having to present their ideas in front of an audience or giving a test or giving an interview. So this anxiety can crop up just any time. Before a class presentation, before a board meeting, even a wedding toast. And the best part is it's natural for the best speakers to become nervous. Even Barack Obama fumbled in his swearing-in ceremony. High-profile performers, singers like Adele, like Rihanna, they suffer stage fright just like the rest of us. Just because celebrities are always in the public eye, it doesn't mean they're at ease with it. Jennifer Lawrence is always on camera. Adele performs in front of thousands of people. But try telling that to their anxiety. They are super anxious. At the end of the day, they're just people like you and me. And these are people who care about their fans, who care about struggling to do their best for their fans. And because they care, they become nervous. So, nervousness has nothing to do with talent, nothing to do with your not knowing the subject. I call the first mantra, find your chant, find your ritual. The ritual of some celebrities who've had and who some of them still have massive anxiety. Let's see what they do to take their mind off, how they take care of their anxiety. So just imagine, I'm talking about Rihanna, with sales of over 250 million records worldwide. The richest female musician and the second richest female entertainer behind opera. How do you battle stage fright when you're Rihanna? What's her ritual? She's confessed to her anxiety on stage and she's claimed she's super anxious. So Riri found solace in her shot. She sucks on lozenges and steams her vocal cords. Then she takes a sip of liquor diluted with soda or orange juice. That's how she calms her nerves. This is her mantra. This she has worked out for herself. And I'm not saying, definitely not, that you follow her. But first, find your trigger. What is it that sparks off that anxiety in you? And then we'll figure out what it takes to calm that trigger. The ritual does not have to be a pill or a food. It can be anything. Let's look at the example of Master Blaster Sachin Tendulkar. His ritual was very unique. He used to go to the stadium the night before his match. He would go there, soak in the ambience, feel the ground, the stands. He would mentally prepare himself for what was coming the next day. So if you have a stage performance, you might just check the auditorium, check out the lights. Where is the projector going to be? Where is the audience going to be seated? Do it before your show, maybe a day before the show, maybe a night before your show. Maybe your ritual is music. Maybe your mantra is not thinking about it. It's such a simple mantra and it works. And I'm telling this to you from personal experience. I remember I was giving grade 10 and grade 12 board exams. You know, the final exams when you're super anxious? And I would not study before the exam. The day before the exam, or whenever there was a preparatory holiday before the exam, I would not study. Instead, you would find me in the badminton courts. And my mom would freak out. She used to say, everybody is studying, all kids are busy, and you are busy either sleeping or playing baddie. But that was my ritual. You have to find your ritual, your mantra. Develop a totem. Find your chant. Find your ritual. Mantra number 2. Meditate. The minute someone says the word meditation to me, I immediately say, oh no, that's not one for me. I can't meditate. But I'm not asking you to sit down in one quiet corner or a room or a park, close your eyes, meditate like a sadhu. I mean, great if you can do it. I, for once, can't. So I'm not going to advocate what I can't do myself. And in this podcast, I advocate only the things which I have learned from my experiences and found them working for me. So when it comes to meditation, you have plenty of types to choose from. I'm going to share one quick method which has worked for me and which I want to share with you. I call it FAM, F-A-M, Focused Attention Meditation. Let me explain. Maybe while hearing this podcast, you're walking in the park or you're sitting in your room, maybe your bedroom. Go grab a nearby object. It can be anything, maybe your mobile phone, even a pen. Now, focus your entire mind on the pen. Examine its color, see how smooth it is, check out what color it is. Maybe you even dismantle and assemble it if you're brave enough. But you need to keep your attention on the pen, only the pen, and the pen alone. This might prove more challenging than it sounds, since our minds are very anxious and we can easily start to wander. If you catch your thoughts wandering, drifting somewhere else, don't give yourself a hard time. Just gently, very gently shift your thoughts back to the pen. Whenever your mind tries to jump ahead into an anxious future, this approach of FAM, that is focused attention meditation, is going to help you. It's going to reset your focus and return your mind to a calm you, to a calm present. To put it another way, when worries once flooded your mind, now there's only the pen. There's nothing but the pen. Don't analyze too much. Don't have this paralysis by analysis. Focus on simple little things, but attentively. So focused attention meditation is your mantra number 2. I always leave the best for the last. And this mantra is my favorite mantra because I always use it and it always works best for me. So the mantra is visualize. Visualization can be a powerful tool for performers. When you visualize, you do it with a 3-pronged approach. In the first one, you visualize yourself. In the second one, you visualize your opponents. In the third one, you visualize the process and the win. Let me explain. So in the first one, when you're visualizing yourself, do this small little exercise. Visualize each part of your body, whatever is going to work for that performance. Tell yourself, this part is in great condition. If you're a singer, maybe your part can be your vocal cords or your throat. If you're a sportsman, maybe it's your whole body, your reflexes. So tell yourself, these parts of my body are in great condition. In the second prong, you visualize your opponents, your worthy opponents, and tell yourself, my skills are superior than them. I am stronger. I'm more in control. In the third prong, here you visualize your win. You visualize the whole process. Jim Carrey visualized that he would earn a $20 million check doing blockbusters. And he in fact signed himself a check for $20 million. What was the net result? He did earn the check. He visualized. He visualized the process and the win. And then he worked towards it. Virat Kohli, the famous cricketer, we all love him, don't we? He talked about his transformation trick. His trick was visualization. He literally visualized his win on the Australian soil against the Aussies. And the power of his visualization was so strong, he practically visualized the whole process during his grueling practice. And the net result? He did win. He did score crazy runs and he did score those deadly centuries there. Remember the book by Rhonda Byrne, The Secret? You attract what you think, what you visualize. So visualize those wins like Kohli did and see it all manifest into reality. One word of caution before I sign out for today. Stay away from negative self-talk. Don't say things like, I'm not prepared, I'm doomed to lose, mujhse nahi hoga. Instead, consciously stop those thoughts. Replace them with more encouraging messages. Say, let's do what I practiced. I can do it. I'm fully prepared. Also, if you need, seek help. Don't be hesitant to seek help. With 28 Olympic gold medals, out of which 23 are gold, swimmer Michael Phelps was not only anxious, he was also diagnosed with ADHD when he was just 9. He found solace in swimming. What worked for him was his mantra, his routine, his calming water, his discipline. In his words, and I quote, "I think the biggest thing for me, once I found that it was okay to talk to someone and seek help, I think that's what changed my whole life forever. Now I'm able to live my life to its fullest." So don't be shy. Seek help from a parent, a counselor, a coach. Read and hear podcasts like these. But surround yourself with positive people, people who champion you, the yesayers, not the naysayers, and be your best buddy. Thank you for listening to this episode of Communicate 101 Speaking Writing Tips with Sarika Singh. If you want to be notified of upcoming episodes, be sure to hit the subscribe button and follow the podcast. I'll be back to share more stories, more life experiences, and more communication tips every Friday. If you want to reach me or connect with me, just put your comments in the comment box below or mail me at info@sarikasingh.in. I know you're going to rate and review this podcast, so a big thank you in advance. Stay tuned and think about what we talked today.